What is the tool you are
Total
seeing?
productive maintenance.
TPM, total productive maintenance. And the name is self-explanatory. Can somebody explain what you understand reading the word TPM? You could have studied somewhere in your book, in TQM, total quality management, somewhere you could have studied total productive maintenance also. Can somebody explain what is TPM? What do you understand by reading the name?
We have to maintain all the products, sir.
We have to maintain the products or we have to maintain the equipments?
Equipment, sir.
Or we have to maintain both. We have to maintain everything, right? Not only products and not only equipments. In fact, if you are a very good entrepreneur, you should maintain your employees' health also. Am I correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Right? Otherwise, what happens if something goes wrong? Your company has to compensate. So you have to see to that you take care of everything. Not only the products and service you offer, the equipments, the resource, even the employees, the building and everything you need to take care. That is called TPM. Can somebody read out the definition which is written on the slide? One of you please read out the definition.
Total productive maintenance (TPM) is an approach to equipment maintenance that aims to achieve a perfect production process by increasing productivity, efficiency, and safety. This process involves a participation of employees in setting workplace safety standards and maintaining a safe work environment.
Very good. TPM is an approach that helps you to increase the productivity, increase the efficiency, increase the safety. Why? How it increases the productivity? Because your equipment is always in a ready to working condition. So your productivity is improved. And tell me, generally, in any family, there will be, parents and there will be children. Am I correct? In any family, there will be parents and there will be children. Am I correct or not?
Yes, correct.
Right? And generally, the earning member is father. Father will earn the money. Mother will take care of the home. And children will enjoy their earning. Children will enjoy their earning and then slowly they will also become like the parents. Am I correct? This is how the family runs. Am I correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, the earning member father, if he is not well for 10 days, what will happen to the earning of the family? Will get affected. Father doesn't go to office for 10 days. What will happen to the earning, the salary? Will it come down or will it go up?
Come down, sir. Financial demand.
Productivity will go down if your equipment is not in a ready to work condition. Am I correct? Any equipment, if it is not in a ready to working condition, if there is a repair, there is an unhealthy condition, then what will happen? Your productivity will go down. Efficiency will improve. Like, all the help needed to your father are extended by your mother. Am I correct? All the help needed from the day he wakes up until he goes to the bed, and all the help required were provided by the mother. She prepares the food, she arranges everything, including his shoe and other things, until he comes and arranging the bed and everything is done. As a result, he works very efficiently. Am I correct? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
He works very efficiently. He never misuses the time. He delivers his part very perfectly, and so the family enjoys a good earning and a good lifestyle. As a result, safety automatically comes into the picture. Am I correct or not? They go to a better area, they buy everything that is needed for the family, and then some safety is ensured for the entire family, including the children. Am I correct? Same way, if we keep each and every equipment in a healthier way, if you take care of all the requirements of the equipment, time to time oiling, time to time cleaning, time to time, no, some kind of maintenance, if you do it, the efficiency will improve, productivity will improve, and machine will never break down. And then always, no, it also creates a safer environment. Is it correct? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
This approach is called TPM. How do you run your family? Same way you should run your machine. In the family, parents are earning. Mother is helping the earning member. Finally, everything goes to whom? Goes to the children. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Same way in a factory environment, all the resources, particularly the machineries, are considered the children's. You understand? The TPM concept is every machine is a child. Every machine is a child. Now, who is the mother? Who is the mother? If see, feeding the child, and child gets into some unhealthy situation. She gets cold, she gets some small fever, and who will first take care? Mother or father?
Mother.
Mother. Same way, small unhealthy issues, minor repair, maintenance of the equipments should be taken care by the down level employees, the operators of the machine. The operators of the machine are the mother of the child. Do you all understand? Who is the mother? One
Machine
who is
operator.
operating the machine is the mother. Time to time, how the mother is feeding the child, some milk, some kind of food, and also some kind of healthy precautions. All that who has to do? The operator has to do. Am I correct? Yes or no?
Sir.
Then only the child, can grow very well, and then child also will start earning. But any major problem happens. Let us say in a family, the child gets into a major problem. Now, who will be involved? Your father also will take leave. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Your father also will take leave, and then he will also come and help you. Same way, if any major breakdown happens or major improvement is required, the management will come and help. You understand? So, maintenance can be divided into two categories. Day-to-day maintenance and then preventive maintenance. Day-to-day maintenance and then preventive maintenance. For preventive maintenance, the top management will give a separate team. Top management will give a separate team who will come and do the preventive maintenance once in 3 months, once in a month. But daily maintenance, who should do? Father or mother?
Mother.
Who is mother?
Machine operator.
Very good. This approach is called total productive maintenance. Your machine will be always in a healthy condition. 24/7/365. Will you be able to run your factory very productively?
Sir.
This is called TPM, right? So TPM means to understand and plan for your equipment's life cycle. Proactively planning maintenance schedules for equipment deliberately. This can either be time-based or event-based. What is time-based? Once in a week, once in a month, once in a quarter, there will be a maintenance. What is event-based? When I run the car 1000 kilometer, there will be a maintenance. When I run the car 5000 kilometer, there will be a maintenance. When I run the car 10,000 kilometer, there will be a maintenance. When I use the machine for 1000 hours, there will be a maintenance. First one is time-based, another one is event-based. Do you understand the difference?
Yes, sir.
Right? Whether I use the equipment or not, I have certain schedule. That is called a time-based thing. The second one is called event-based. Which is better, time-based or event-based? Which is better, time-based or event-based? Come on. You don't want to answer any of my questions? Or my questions are very tough?
Time based, sir.
Time based. Or I give you third option, combination of both. Which
Yes,
is
sir.
better?
Combination of both. Sir.
If you buy a car also, they will tell you, you must service your car moment you complete 10,000 kilometer, or if 6 months time is over, right? Within after 6 months, compulsorily there will be a service. Or even before 6 months, if you complete, let's say some kilometer, 5,000 kilometer or 10,000 kilometer, that means they are using a combination. So which is a better approach?
Combination of both.
Very good. Use that. Aim of TPM is to reduce major breakdown. It improves the machine's availability. It improves the machine performance. It improves the quality of the products. If your machine is always in a healthy condition, the products that are coming out of the machines will have quality. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
If the machine is in healthy conditions, unnecessary accidents can be avoided. So safety also happens. So the benefit of TPM is machine is available for productive work. Machine can perform well. Machine can produce quality product, and machine can ensure safety in the workplace. How TPM helps for operational excellence? TPM program significantly increases the labor and capital productivity, while at the same time increases employee morale. Morale means group motivation. Everyone is feeling proud of working in your company. They all help each other very well. That is called employee morale and job satisfaction. TPM brings maintenance into focus as a necessary and vitally important part of the business. No compromise on the maintenance, right? 8 pillars of total productive maintenance. Can one of you read out the names here? The first pillar. What is the name of first pillar? Read out this. What is the name of the first pillar?
Autonomous maintenance.
Okay. Second pillar?
Focused improvement.
Then third pillar?
Planned maintenance.
Come on. Fourth pillar?
Quality maintenance.
Fifth pillar?
Early equipment maintenance.
And then sixth pillar?
Training and education.
Seventh pillar?
Safety, health, and environment.
Right. And the final eighth pillar?
TPM in administration.
Very good. So these are the 8 areas you need to focus in your company so that total productive maintenance is ensured in your company. So this can lead to operational excellence. These are all foundation. All these things, if you do, automatically your company will start producing great results. We'll see all the 8 pillars one by one. Shall we discuss each pillar one by one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first pillar, autonomous maintenance. The Japanese, they call it Jishu Hosen. They call it Jishu Hosen. That means autonomous maintenance. It allows operators to carry out directly simple maintenance work by themselves to prevent breakdowns and faster action if a certain failure has been detected. Do you understand what is autonomous maintenance? There is a failure in the machine, but how it is corrected?
Faster, sir.
Operator himself corrects it. You don't require a separate service engineer to come and set your machine. So that is called autonomous maintenance. Do you all understand what is autonomous maintenance? You are riding a vehicle. Your vehicle stops abruptly on the road. Now you yourself do something and then start the bike again and then bring it to the you reach home. Now what is that you have done?
Autonomous maintenance.
That's all. The operator himself can take care of the maintenance. You don't require specialized people. Is it good for the equipment?
Yes, sir.
Definitely. Your car suddenly breaks down. Something went wrong. and now there is an option given. You can always reset everything and then again start. And then these are all called autonomous maintenance. You don't require specialized people, right? And in Jisoo Hoshen, CLITA method is very important. What is this method? CLITA. CLITA means cleaning, lubrication, inspection, tightening, and adjustment. Every day the person will clean. Every day he will lubricate the machine. Every day he will do the inspection. Every day he will tighten, and then every day he will make adjustment. If he follows this CLITA, during inspection, he finds certain small problem, but he himself will solve it, which is called what? Autonomous maintenance. For example, a nut got loosened. Then what this fellow will do? He will tighten the nut before running the machine. Otherwise, if you run the machine in the same condition, then everything will be thrown onto someone's face. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
So this is the advantage of CLITA method. This is the advantage of autonomous maintenance. In this pillar, the development of operators to handle initial maintenance requirements and tasks, which are regularly required. We develop the operators. Operators will be trained to take care of autonomous maintenance. Hope the first pillar is understood.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, focused improvement. In Japanese language, the focused improvement is called Kobetsu Kaizen. Earlier it was Jisoo Hoshen. Now it is called Kobetsu Kaizen. Kobetsu Kaizen means prioritizing the most important losses and eliminating them. Small group of people work together for improvement. This pillar follows structured approach of the PDCA. PDCA means plan, do, check, act, right? This is called the PDCA cycle to identify and eliminate issues in systematic way. How you have DMAC approach, how you have fishbone analysis, YY analysis tools. PDCA is another tool. This is also a problem solving tool, right? And PDCA method they follow, and then they prioritize. Losses means problem. This pillar ensures that manpower has the skills and motivation to identify and reduce waste from the processes and system. A smaller group of people will be made in charge for certain critical process. All the machines which are involved, which are utilized in the process, will be critically taken care by a small group of people. That small group of people will take care of small improvement. For example, they proactively or they reactively create certain mechanism by which the machine leakage can be prevented. Small problem, if it comes, there will be a small team of 3-4 people. They will think what can be done so that the machine cannot fail again. So that is called focused improvement. Small improvement. It's nothing but Kaizen projects. That's why you are having the word Kaizen here. Kobetsu Kaizen. Do you see sometimes company they develop their own additional mechanism in the machine? Have you seen? They purchase the machine, but then some additional attachments they will create internally. Am I correct or not?
Yes, sir.
They create their own jigs, their own fixture, because in some format it helps them eliminate the wastages. That is called focused improvement. And then planned maintenance. The purpose of this pillar is to improve the effectiveness of the equipment and produce zero defective products. This can be achieved by focusing on preventive maintenance, breakdown maintenance, and corrective maintenance. Right? Preventive, breakdown, and corrective maintenance. The reliability, maintainability, and performance are also improved by the activity. The pillar follow the well-defined process for equipment maintenance, and the goal is zero breakdown to reduce MTTR. MTTR means mean time to repair. Mean time to repair, and how much time it takes to repair an item. And then to increase MTBF. What is MTBF? Mean time between failure. This is the time you require to repair an equipment. The time you require to repair an equipment, that should be less or more?
Less.
Less. Imagine your printer, paper is stuck in your printer. And then just in two minutes, I remove that stuck paper from my printer. So that means, the time required to repair an item is less. In that way only I designed. In that way only the maintenance is planned. If it is poorly planned, then I have to remove so many screws to just, get the paper out. That's, that means, it is poorly designed. So my goal is, very low MTTR and very high MTBF. What is very high MTBF? Mean time between failure. My printer fails today, and then the next failure is after 6 months. The first paper stacking is today. When is the next paper stacking?
6 months later.
So my maintenance, it's really great. The goal is reduce MTTR and increase MTBF. That means I want to produce 100% product without any defect in the machine. Do you all understand the third one? Planned maintenance?
Sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
fourth pillar, quality management. The fundamental concept of quality management is to develop an error detection mechanism and error prevention mechanism into production process. Apply root cause analysis methods like fishbone diagram or Y-Y analysis to figure out the root cause and apply preventive action to eliminate recurring sources of quality defects. The aim is to prevent defects rather than it occurs and detect. Right? The process can be controlled and applying control by mainly on man, machine, material, and method. Defects become a failure of the organization system and not the fault of the operator. If your machine is producing poor quality products, stop blaming the operator. Instead of that, try to figure out the root cause. Why your operator is producing defective item. Yesterday you produced a good item, but today he is producing bad item. Why? Because your machine has gone out of order, which you might not have noticed. So instead of blaming the people, rather blame the process, blame the system, and then try to fix the root cause. That is called what? Quality management. Do you understand? Yes or no? If you don't understand, please ask me. I can very well explain. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Quality
Understood.
management?
Yes, I understand, sir.
Yeah, never blame the person. Rather, blame yourself. Blame the system. Right? Any product, a defective product is coming, then you must immediately do a root cause analysis and then fix it. That's why you are taught fishbone diagram and all these things. Early equipment management. When a mother delivers a child, do you see lot of care the mother will give during the initial stages of the child? Right? Because the chances of failure is more in the early stage. So early equipment management is very important. Early equipment management is well organized process and guides for the design and manufacture of machine. When you buy a brand new car, can you straight away drive it above 100 km speed?
No, sir.
No, sir.
If you buy a two-wheeler, they will ask you to drive less than 40 km speed, at least for first 1000 km. Afterwards only you can ride it above 40 km. So that means what is that they are doing? What is that they are doing?
Early equipment management.
Otherwise, what will happen? Your engine can easily fail, and then the mileage will drop, and then your equipment may not deliver the expected quality. It focuses on reducing the difficulties related to operation and machine care activity. Early management aims to implement new products and processes with the minimum development lead time and easy mass production. The main goal is defect-free product and zero breakdown. Now you understand the fifth pillar. Sixth pillar, training and education. Training is the most important to achieving the TPM goal, because people have to be trained. If you are not trained, then learning all these things itself, might take all their career. So it is good that you know things in advance through a proper training, and that is why you are all fortunate to at least listen to certain kind of tools and techniques even before you get into the factory environment. It applies to all operator, supervisor, and manager. Operator develops skills to maintain machine and then emerging problem. The operator learns techniques for proactive and preventive machine care activities. Training and education ensure that staff is trained as per the required skill set. The goal of the training and education is to run a factory with the trained and skilled manpower. If you don't train them, if you don't skill them, and don't expect results from them. Now the sixth pillar also understood, right? How important it is. Seventh pillar, administration and office TPM. The pillar is about, okay. See, administration is one pillar, right? And then the pillar is about to apply TPM techniques to administrative functions. You need, you need to maintain things even in the administrative area. How do you keep your, office bills, equipment, warranty documents? There are many things, right? The purpose of the pillar is to achieve zero function loss, the establishment of efficient offices, the establishment of service support functions for manufacturing processes. By implementing the office TPM, we can improve productivity, efficiency in administrative functions also. Like whether periodical inspections are done and cross verification from the administrative side. That means TPM can be practiced not only in the shop floor, but also in your administrative office. Safety, health, and environment. This pillar is all about maintaining a safe, healthy working environment. The target of the pillar is zero accidents, zero health damage, and zero fire. So the worker must be able to perform their function in a safe environment without any health risk. That's why fire and safety managers are also appointed in many workplaces. By implementing this pillar, it eliminates potential health and safety related risk. This pillar ensures that all workers are working in a safe and accident-free work environment. By this activity, we can improve quality related to safety, and that can be organized at the interval, at regular intervals. So benefits of TPM: autonomous maintenance, focused improvement, planned maintenance, quality management. What is EEM? Yearly equipment management, and training, office TPM, and then the safety, right? So it eliminates safety and health related hazards. So ultimately, what is the goal of benefits of TPM? Reduces customer complaints, reduces manufacturing cost, ensures on-time delivery, ensure compliance in all aspects, and improves productivity and overall plant efficiency at least 1.5 to 2 times. So this completes